Ready, set, go. Fire the pistol. Let this story to start. I got this poem in my soul and I can feel it. It's a poem in my soul. I got this poem in my heart. There's a fire of love. Giving the agave of agape. See, it's this poem in my heart. There's this story in my poem. It's deep in my mind and I just want to tell it all. So, ready, set, go. So on behalf of A Heart's Garden, I would like to welcome you to A Poet's Story. We hope you enjoy your feature presentation.
Welcome back. I know, I took a little bit longer off than I told you guys, but I had to get some things together for the second half of the season, and actually season 2. Season 2 of A Poet's Story is going to be amazing. But, took my extra few days to make sure that this story was all the way ready. Now, we're in the second half of season 1. Y'all heard season 1 part, the first half. And it was a lot of craziness that happened. But in this second half, it's a different idea of the relationship. Just with a different person. Now, before we get started into this whole story, if you haven't already, follow me on social media at A Heart's Garden on everywhere. That's Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, Facebook. That's even my YouTube channel. Everything is A Heart's Garden. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you're listening to this on iTunes, make sure you subscribe to my podcast. And for those that are iHeartRadio listeners, in about a couple of more days, A Poet's Story will be available on the iHeartRadio podcast. Moving on up. Now, also, if you haven't already, if you haven't been over to Amazon to get a copy of The Priceless Diamond, please go do that. Please go buy a copy of The Priceless Diamond. It's a great book, a great novel, great poetry, great words of wisdom. So, please go check that out. Now that I got all that out of the way, now it's time for you to enjoy your feature presentation. So welcome to the second half of season 1. Now a couple of years has passed since part 1, but the situation is still the same. Cameron is still single. Before this really starts, Cameron is not even talking to anyone. Ain't nothing really changed. But hey. So Cameron had a friend from high school named Bree. Then she had this friend named Deja. Now Deja was this beautiful, brown skin, nice smile, gorgeous eyes, beautiful woman. And from the time Cameron and Deja started texting, it was on and popping. Now, they started to talk, and the conversation grew. So about every day, texting on a regular basis, going to sleep on the phone or texting, waking up, texting, starting the day. Now, as they talking, they learning more about each other, finding out each other's favorite colors, favorite foods, what they like to do, all sorts of different things, you know. So that's what conversationalists do. So in about a couple of weeks of them talking, Cameron says, you know what? I'm going to throw a function. I'm going to throw me a kickback. So we can have a real fun, but chill, cool night. And the times before the kickback, he had to get everything ready. He had to buy the drinks. He had to get all the other party favors and everything he needed to have a fun but crazy night. Now we shall end this episode right here. Episode 7. This is just a brief introduction into the second half of this wonderful, wonderful story. So we're just going to end this right here just for the hell of it. Now in this chapter, in chapter 1, we lay awake wondering when this story will start. Now this podcast is also available on iHeartRadio once again. Would like to mention that once again. So take the moment, sip some tea, and enjoy chapter 1, because it's you and I. On a peaceful night, I think about this beautiful creation with a smile so beautiful it changes the day. Eyes that sparkle just as beautiful as the sun, a sincere heart, a voice so sweet it becomes candy to the bloodstream. A glow who shines bright on this calm, peaceful night. I open my door to let fresh air in. Hear birds singing a beautiful melody, a song that can touch the heart of a dove, with words that gives courage to the fearful. The melody sends a wind to the soul and gives power to the spirit. This story I write as I make life follow me. I write a king's autobiography, just now with the queen who rules the garden. This story recreates the meaning of life. I walk to the garden to relax and clear my mind. I water the roses. I check on the head of the garden. The glow of the garden is full of life, it's full of strength, it's full of power. This rose creates warmth for the heart. This rose creates a smile for the soul. This beautiful rose creates the meaning of happiness. I open my mind to understand your mind. I open my heart to understand your heart. I open my eyes to see what's inside of you. I speak to your heart. I speak to your mind. I speak to your soul, just so your spirit can understand me. I walk down a path with a rose and your hand wrapped in mine. I begin to see a door. This door speaks and creates a new picture of life. I open the door, I walk in, I reach out and grab yours. I pull you in, the door closes, and this is how the story begins.